afternoon, or evening. I go by the name of Solo. Welcome back to Solo Driven. Now we are one more step closer to resolving all the oil leaks of this car. All we have left is this valve cover. Now we replaced the valve cover gaskets when we installed the new valve covers. Link right here to see that video. But for whatever reason, I believe this one got pinched when we were tightening everything up or somewhere along the way. So that's actually kind of a common issue. No big deal. We're gonna replace the gasket today and hoping that we resolve all the oil leaks. We're gonna take it for a drive in a little bit once we put the new one in, kind of burn up all the excess oil that fell, you know, behind the valve cover close to the headers. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that resolved. That way we can start doing other mods, real performance mods on the car, and start going for that 700 horsepower. I got my buddy, my boy Alex, who's been on the channel before. He's gonna come and help me, and we'll be taking this thing on the road because we still have to put miles on that differential. So let's get to working. YouTuber rule number one, always get the cold start. And I forgot to get the cold start. Pain in that. Look, yeah.
Oh, where's it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah, that'll do it right there. The reason for our oil leak. Alright guys, second time's the charm. Alright man, so this is crazy. This is not our doing, but what are these called? We found 2 extra grommets that go to the valve cover inside the freaking heads. This one looks like an original one. I have no idea where these came from. This is crazy. I'm surprised that it didn't tear my heads. Matter of fact, let's go take a look. So yeah, my heads, I mean, they look good. I've never heard any type of, you know, unusual noises coming from the heads. We found these bad boys laying down there, and yeah, the heads look good, man. They're not damaged. I definitely don't have like any lifter noise, so that is pretty crazy. Thank God that nothing bad happened. All right, gasket on. Wish us luck. Alright, in the last video I mentioned that I was gonna remove the JLT oil catch can. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now since we're working on the car. Alright, we got the stock one back on the finishing head valve. Alright guys, we have the valve cover put on. All there's left to do is to put on the battery, start it up, let it burn the excess oil that we've been touching this thing. So we're gonna let it burn the excess oil off, and we should be good. At least I hope. And just like that, another day, and we're back on the road, baby. The trio is back at it again. Temptation. Why? Man, that thing is clean. Well, there goes my ear. And just like that, we're back. I can officially say that we have resolved all oil leaks with this car, from the differential to the valve cover. No more oil leaks on the car, and we can finally move on to performance mods. Some vital information right now. Now, I should have did this when I had the valve cover off. If you do not want to go through the hassle of doing this job twice like I did, you have to be extremely careful when you're putting this valve cover back on, because back here there's like a rectangular piece of metal that lies above the cam, and that the edges on that piece of metal are very sharp, and that's what ended up happening. And actually a very common issue with Cobra owners or four valve owners is when we're putting this gasket back on or the valve cover back on, we snub the edge of the corner there with the valve cover, and that ends up cutting or taking a chunk off of the actual gasket, causing a leak. So yeah, when you're reinstalling the valve cover, make sure that you're careful back here. Now, one thing I am thinking of is I'm thinking about fully building this motor. Now, for those that don't know, this car stock with the stock block, stock internals, can handle about 900 horsepower. And that's pushing it, but it can handle it. Though you can run this block to about 900, I kind of really don't want to take too many chances. It's gonna cost about 10 grand to fully build the block with aftermarket pistons, rods, cams, bigger heads, all the works, hardware. So yeah, I'm really considering fully building the motor to have peace of mind. And another huge shout out to my boy Alex for coming through and helping me with these valve covers. 200 on the clock, 300 more to go. But anyways guys, that's gonna end today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and remember, be motivated, stay driven.